I'm going to go ahead and click on the reading first and go into it. So it opens up what I call the ebook, or MindTap Reader. And within MindTap Reader, the students can scroll down, see the text and the pictures, or they can scroll to the right to go from page to page. They can click on this little icon here and listen to the book read to them. And I know y'all can't hear this, but it's talking to me right now. It's highlighting what it's reading, and I'll go ahead and stop that. And over here on the right-hand side, I can actually, it's the read speaker. I can choose whether I want a male voice, a female voice, the reading speed that I want, and so on and so forth. So for my students with disabilities, this is wonderful. And they can do this on their iPhones. They can use this on another device besides a computer. They can have the book in front of them, and they can have their iPhone reading this in the MindTap app, which is a much better app than even my LMS app. I must admit it's really good. They can also increase the text size over here of the reader so they can see it bigger. And I don't know about the rest of you, but as I get older, I prefer reading from a Kindle or an iPad because I can change the text size and the color of the text so I can see it better. Students can also bookmark. If they're on this page and they want to come back to it later, they can go ahead and bookmark it here and they can find their bookmarks later. They also have the option of printing this page, or they can go open up the entire book. They can print the entire book, or I think Stephanie will tell you through, I think it was Compose, that they're able to get a custom book built for their class and sold as a loose leaf for the students later on.
Yes, that's correct, Sandy. So Compose is exactly how you build your learning path. It's exactly how they will print that book for you. And don't be afraid of the word custom, because that generally indicates a long turnaround time. This is roughly about a 2-day turnaround time, so it's not like that at all. We just haven't come up with a better word for that one.
Okay. So a little bit more about what I can do inside the book. I can highlight text, and then I can share it with my students. That's what the orange highlight is. Or if I were a student, I could color code it. You know, students have varying levels of importance, and maybe they use different colors for that. But if I wanted to share it, I would hit the orange one, and this automatically will go to all my students in their books. They'll be able to see what it is I think is important. Or maybe this is something that, you know, they miss. Maybe they don't even know what that means. They can go to the dictionary and look up what does scroll arrow mean. They can read that text themselves. They can add a note. Maybe they missed this on a recent SAM exam. And the great thing about the SAM exams, I'll show you the reports that the students get, and a study guide report will remediate right back to the book. So, you know, I could say I missed this on the exam, and so I need to maybe study that a little bit more. Or maybe a lot of students missed this on the exam, and I want to share that with all students. So you can create notes, you can highlight your text, you can have the text read to you, you can create flashcards, and all of this will be aggregated in the study hub over on the right-hand side so the students, it's like I don't know my icons here. I'm like, there it is, study hub. You can also add content to your book. So let's say I want to add more information about scrolling to my students. Maybe this figure and this text just isn't enough, and I've got new students and they have no idea what scrolling is. So if I click on this edit button right here, I can click on the plus sign, and I can add maybe a video about scrolling. In Word. I don't think I was in Word. But that was, let's see, I'm in Word 2017. Let's see if something else comes up if I type in 2017. I am not hitting home here with that one. Here's a Windows 10 scrolling issue. So let's pretend we wanted to learn about that. So I would click on the option, click on Continue. I can add some text to my students about this video, and then I can just add it to my book. So as you can see, this is added by the instructor. This is part of the textbook. You can add just about anything you want within the text, a discussion question if you want, a video, some hints of your own. Whatever you might need to, you can add right there within the line of the text. And so the students aren't having to go somewhere else. It's not like, okay, now go back to your instructor notes and look up something else for this class. So that's another great feature.